history mix, switching up the flow as we add the prefix. Everybody knows that we used to be 6 wives, but now we're ex-wives.
My gosh, I love this music already.
It's so good. It's the global sensation fusing history and pop, and now you can see the show right here in downtown Cleveland. It's very exciting, and that's just a glimpse of the new smash hit, 6 the Musical.
Oh, it looks fantastic. It's such a unique concept. The show tells the story of the 6 wives of King Henry VIII, in a fusion, of course, of King Henry VIII. Yeah. This is a fusion of dazzle, also heartbreak. Yeah, you mentioned a beheading.
Right.
And now you can watch it at the Connor Palace here in Cleveland.
So good. I got to see it last Tuesday. So for more, we welcome actress and performer Erin Bohannon. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So you have the option of, not the option, but you can the opportunity to play 3 different wives of Henry VIII as an alternate for the show.
Yeah, so I cover 3 different wives, and that way everybody has enough coverage. There's only 6 of us on stage, and we're on stage the whole time, so you can imagine how tiring and intense this show is. So it's really good to be backstage supporting the onstage queens, because they're also my best friends, so I want them to do well, and I want to make sure the show goes on.
What is it like? I mean, watching this, Todd, you saw it on Tuesday with your wife, and you said the production's amazing.
It's a concert. It's basically, right? It's like a big pop concert that goes on. And each of the wives has like a different identity.
Yes.
They identify with like a different pop star that's out now, like like Beyonce or Nicki Minaj or Ariana Grande, you know, something like that. So you're really getting a feel for all these different styles of music, but all put together in one cohesive story.
Absolutely, it is exactly like a concert. I mean, we're all inspired by these pop icons, so our songs, you can definitely tell, have that kind of style. And so I think it's honestly, if you're not even into musical theater, this would be a good gateway, because it'll sound exactly like what you hear on the radio. So we have the Ariana Grandes, we have the Avril Lavignes, we have any artist that you love is probably going to be represented on that stage.
And of course, kids will be so inspired by this, because it's something that they're really interested in. The music is fantastic.
Absolutely, and I think that the show has this really great narrative of claiming who you are and being unapologetic about it, making sure that you are in charge of your own story. And I think that anybody can take anything away from that message.
What a great message.
Yeah.
Yep.
What was it like for you? You got the call that you're doing the national tour.
Oh, it was surreal. So this is my first ever like professional theater gig at all.
Oh,
so I graduated 2021. I've been auditioning from Missouri because that's where I'm from. And COVID made the whole self-taping thing a bit more popular. So I was at home in the Midwest doing these audition tapes, just dreaming of being in New York or going on the road. And then I was at my other job that was in Missouri at the time, and I got the call from my agent that I had booked the job, and it was like, okay, the next year and a half of my life is going to be completely different.
Wow.
How do I plan? I have to move to New York now for rehearsals.
Oh my goodness, what was that like?
Insane. So I personally moved to New York August 2nd, and then rehearsals started August 3rd. So it was kind of like a big turnaround. Yeah, a year ago. We've been on the road for about, I think, 11 months, because we started in September in Las Vegas. So it's been surreal. It feels like 10 years, but it also feels like 10 minutes.
I bet.
So
just to see all of the different cities, and you've been in Cleveland for a few weeks. What I love is seeing on your Instagram your cats. And so I had asked her during commercial break about your cats. Tell everyone what you have your little companion with you.
Yes, so I have my travel buddy. Her name is Boo. She is a beautiful little black kitten that I adopted on the road last year in Houston, Texas. So I got her. I figured throughout touring I needed some consistency. I needed to make sure I was living my life for my life as well as my job, because being on the road for my job, it's very easy to make everything surround that. And as much as I love my job, I wanted to make sure I had things for myself too. So I love animals. I got this kitten, and now I take care of her. She sleeps on my lap every road trip to different cities. And she's so good at traveling now because I got her on the road. So yeah, she's just a perfect little companion.
That's got to give you that consistency and that comfort.
Yeah, something to take care of, come home to. It's really nice.
Oh, that's awesome. She's seeing the world too.
Yes, exactly.
So it's an all-female cast. It's an all-female band as well that's in the band. The band's live on stage the whole time, which is cool. And they feature the band. And I mean, the music is pumping. It's only about an hour and a half. There's no intermission. So if you don't want to stay up late, this is the show for you.
It sounds like
you got to check out 6 the Musical.
And there are some tickets available, a good amount of tickets available the next couple of weeks. So make sure you check them out. Again, 6 the Musical, Key Bank Broadway series. It's at the Connor Palace, running through September 10th. So you have a few more weeks. It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah. We love it here.
All right, I'm going.
You should.
I want to see
Yeah.
you.
Yay,
And you get to,
okay,
I want to see you.
and you got to be on stage this past weekend, and you were
Yes.
playing the role of Jane Seymour.
Jane Seymour,
Which
yes.
is an amazingly powerful role in
That
that
ballad,
show.
yeah, there's nothing
Yeah.
like it. I mean, all the songs are different, and Jane is definitely like the 11 o'clock number, like belting slow ballad from the soul. She's inspired by Adele, so you can imagine the kind
Yep.
of song that is. Yeah.
It's awesome.
amazing.
Erin, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Good luck here in Cleveland, and
Thank you.
good luck on the rest of the tour.
Thank you so
You
much.
are darling.
Oh,
Oh my gosh,
thank
you're
you.
so great. So great.